Don't forget to check out our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Hi guys, this is hTC Desire I, and this is Phil from Undercage.com. So this is noticeably featured with the big camera on the front. So this got a big selfie camera that's ranging at 13 megapixels. We'll get into more details very soon. So this is the packaging. This is always the same. This is the same old hTC packaging, and it's got a color of submarine blue. So let's get into that submarine blue Desire I. So this is the phone itself, and inside the packaging is earphones, charger, micro USB cable, and that's it. There's a little quick guide over here for your selfies and camera apps and micro SD card, SIM card, and such. We'll learn how to do that. Probably not through the manuals, but here's the Desire I inside the plastic packaging, and here we go. Alright, so the biggest feature of this guy is obviously the front-facing camera over here, ranging at 13 megapixel, and that's not it. It's got autofocus and HDR support in the same time, along with the dual LED flash there. That's a true tone LED flash that's going to match the color of your skin color, the skin tone. And aside from that is the sensors right there and the front-facing microphone. And the receiver, of course, resides here between the little space between the camera and the screen itself. And there goes the 5.2 inches of full HD display, hTC logo. I always wish that they retained the keys back and the home key right there as they did with the hTC One M7, but they unfortunately moved it to the soft key, and that is taking up some of the space of the screen. And if they're going to do that, I'm not against the soft key itself. I'm actually a fan of it. But if they're going to do that, they better reduce the bezel over here so it gets a bigger screen size, but that's hTC's call, so I don't have much to talk about it. And aside from that is the volume rocker here, power key, earphones jack, and the nano SIM card tray over here that you can just pull it off. I like this way that you don't have to just find for a little pin to get your tray out of your phone. And that's the nano SIM. And aside from next to that is the micro SD card slot that you can hold up to 128 gigabytes on top of the internal storage. And here we go. Since this is a waterproof phone, you might want to keep those intact, and you might want to keep this sealed so your phone, your waterproof phone, doesn't immerse into water and get useless piece of plastic. And here's the micro USB port flipped upside down as always, and microphone on the bottom. And there's another 13 megapixel camera, which is in the same spec as the front-facing camera. Most of the selfie phones nowadays had higher resolution, but they didn't have the exact same camera as they put on the back. Now this is 13 megapixels with the autofocus and HDR, and so is the one on the back. And of course the True Tone Dual LED flash goes on the back, and the hTC logo, and that's pretty much it. On the back there is a 2400 milliamps of battery built inside. Built-in means that you can't replace it, so you'll just have to stick to the battery. Alright, well, we have seen this style of the design starting from the hTC Desire A16, and the A16 wasn't exactly the well-built phone. The back plate was glossy piece of plastic, and it didn't feel exactly sturdy, but this one is different. The hTC Butterfly 2 had an awesome build quality, and so does this guy. It seems like it has almost perfect build quality, but we'll have to see if it really does or if it's just initial impressions on it. Alright, so turning the phone on gives the hTC screen along with that forced Android logo. And this is going to take us to the initial setup here. The screen seems not exactly filling considering how thick of a bezel that this guy has, but that's a little flaw there. Alright, so we're going to skip this. And of course, and although this Desire I has a big camera on the front, it doesn't mean that the rest of its functions are useless. It has Snapdragon 801 quad-core, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and a lot of goodies inside. So this is pretty much almost full-feature phone, also with a great camera. Having a high-resolution front-facing camera doesn't mean that your selfie is going to include all of your problems and issues on your skin. You can always just, it's a matter of the image processing. Higher resolution means that you can just take a bigger photo, and usually a better quality photo. It's not going to reveal all your flaws on your skin, so don't get worried too much. Software-wise, it's got a Android 4.4.4 KitKat, and the latest hTC Sense version coming at 6.0. So that's the very basics. It comes with the sense interface, blink feed, and all the goodies. It's probably gonna tap to wake as well. Yes, it does. All right, so we'll get into more details very soon. We'll come back with the review. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and all these social medias that we have mentioned. Get back, and we'll be back with the review of the HTC Desire Eye. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.